has revolutionized the IT industry over the last decade. We were all .communists in 2000. In the first, indeed, yes, and we're also web streaming part of that. But I actually had tweeted that already, so there you go.
They're not on Twitter, I don't think. How many people are on Twitter here?
Some.
Couple of scribes, couple down here. Okay, thank you.
Indeed, we're also web streaming. So, last decade, we're all .communists. It revolutionized the industry. .com revolution 1.0. Travel booked online in the States, massive amounts of money. Travel is larger than the next 4 categories of legitimate e-commerce combined. We are the most online industry there is. You know, the .com bubble burst, but it totally transformed the way we work. And BA.com has been proud to lead the online revolution. We can't claim to have been first in all of these things. Indeed, SITA was first in some of them. But in terms of really significant deployment of IT changes throughout a global network airline, we feel that we've led in many areas. So I absolutely believe and tell my colleagues that online is the main line for our customers now. It is actually the core way that we do business. Not the only way, but it is the core way. So if you're going to build something, build it once, build it for online, and then put it through other channels. Revolution number 1. 2001, 2002, we put calendar selling out there. Everybody does it now, but it was absolutely revolutionary then to expose all your fares to your customers. Revolution number 2, changing your booking, managing your booking, booking meals and things. We put that out there in 2003, 2004. Number 3, online check-in. Lots of people had done that. We've put that out massively and targeted it for online check-in and kiosks for Terminal 5 at 80%. So we put that out there in preparation for that in 2005, 2006. We spent a lot of time trying to crack doing online dynamic packaging, putting hotels, car hire with the flight. We put that out there in 2009, and that's going great guns in the ancillary space. And regrettably, I talked about the ash cloud, and also we've had the industrial disruption as well. We put an awful lot of automatic changes, rebooking, refunds out there online in 2010. So, you know, I don't think anybody in this room would dispute that, and I think that was pretty much endorsed by Pierre-Henri and Tony before the break. BA.com is part of social networks. Talking to Jay about this, you can't ignore this now. We've got 50,000 followers on Twitter, which is nothing like for the UK people Stephen Fry and some of the people who've got millions. But it is absolutely a way that we get information during disruption to people. It's a way we put special offers out there. You know, a lot of people will follow you on Twitter, and it's growing. We've also used during the disruption YouTube. 200,000 customers used saw some of the video clips, and I'm going to give you an example of one thing we used in the social networking space to actually communicate with our customers and indeed our colleagues in the airline. Our iPhone app has been downloaded half a million times. One of the interesting things, Mark, about that is that we actually did it over a space of 2 or 3 weeks. So, you know, contrast that with the 10 years that was quoted before the break. You know, you have to be agile. You've got to move space fast in this. And BA.com over the mobile is now, in terms of hits, equivalent to being our 3rd country behind the UK and the US in terms of volumes. Now, social networking is very important. It's out where you need to communicate with people. Here's an example of one thing that we did.
I'm very disappointed that United have yet again chosen to disrupt the travel plans of all of our customers. This will be a big blow to British Airways and a big blow to everybody who works at British Airways. But more significantly, it's going to be a very significant blow to all of our very valued customers. Without question, British Airways has done everything in our power to reach agreement with this trade union.
So what we did was, and that was one of several, Willie did 2-minute interviews, which we recorded ourselves at our headquarters, and we put that up on our website in order to communicate directly to customers who are impacted. Everybody was going to ba.com to see what the situation was. They could get the information from the chief executive up to the minute there, and they could also then rebook or get a refund, which was automated because we put some special contingency facilities in the booking engine to do that. And the intriguing thing was this was picked up by online BBC, ITN, and Sky. So they actually had feeds to YouTube, where we posted this, the social networking media site, off the bbc.co.uk site. So this is changing the world. The way people communicate is becoming very different. Sorry, I'm becoming a bore about this and famous for it, but I absolutely do think that things like the iPad, tablet computing, are complete game changers. I put some of the stats up there, they're well known. The thing that absolutely staggers me is 35 million apps downloaded. The way Apple has actually changed the way computing is seen. Tony said it before the break. People expect technology to be easy to use. My goodness, they expect it to be fun and attractive. And that's a challenge that we've got, and our customers expect it to be fun and easy to use and usable by cats apparently as well. But Apple has changed the way we consume the music industry. It's changed the mobile phone industry. It's changing the way we read. It's going to change the way we interact with our customers. So that was the last digital decade. I said I believed there was a revolution coming. There was a new .com, whatever you want to call it, 2 or 3, in the next digital decade. So what's our industry going to look like in 2020? Few figures: 7 billion passengers through our airports, 15,000 aircraft will fly the skies. We're going to have 1.56 billion arrivals. Tourism is going to go up. We heard from Tony and Pierre-Henri how Asia is already coming back. We must be carbon neutral from 2020. The air transport industry has to be greener. And it's going to be a 23-fold increase in mobile voice and data traffic. And there are approximately 2 billion people on the internet. In 2020, they're going to be 5 billion. All our customers are going to be there. So we've got to be there, and we've got to be there in ways that they want us to be there. And every traveler is going to have a digital identity. So that's what the world's going to look like. Massive numbers, massive change, everybody connected. So I want to give you